The January 6th committee has received all 700 plus pages from the National Archives that former President Donald Trump had tried to block the panel from receiving. Now the committee wants to talk to Trump's daughter, Ivanka.
An extraordinary week of investigators ramping up legal pressure on former President Donald Trump and his family.
As a district attorney, I do not have the right to look the other way on any crime that may have happened in my jurisdiction.
In Georgia's Fulton County, District Attorney Fani Willis is asking to seat a special grand jury this spring to collect evidence for her probe into Trump's efforts to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. She wants subpoenas for testimony from witnesses like Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, Trump's target in this infamous call last year.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
The special grand jury request assign Willis is pursuing possible criminal charges against Trump and his allies.
I, Alvin Leonard Bragg, Jr.
Manhattan's new district attorney Alvin Bragg has now been briefed on the criminal investigation there into the Trump Organization. Last year, Bragg told CNN the Trump case merits the attention of the DA personally. New York Attorney General Letitia James also ramping up her investigation into the Trumps.
We have conducted a civil investigation into the Trump Organization. We also have a parallel investigation, a criminal investigation.
She's looking to compel testimony from Trump as well as Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump Jr. in her civil probe after laying out a trove of findings about what her office believes are fraudulent or misleading financial statements. This is the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th insurrection, now asking Ivanka Trump to voluntarily cooperate and shed light on the pressure her father put on Pence not to certify the election.
She could really, perhaps complete the portrait of what happened on January 6th for us.
The committee also sifting through documents from the National Archives after the Supreme Court cleared the way for their release.
It's been a very good week for us with the Supreme Court decision rejecting Trump's efforts to block release of a whole bunch of documents.
While witnesses like former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham shed light on Trump's paranoid mindset and the meetings he was convening in the White House residence ahead of January 6th.
There were meetings taking place up there. Mark Meadows would have been there, as well as the legal team that was working on all of the bonkers little plans.